Watching 48 Fastcast.
Welcome in, y'all. 7:01 is your time. Beautiful start to our day. Look at that shot over the water there in Decatur. A warm start, so be aware, a little warmer than it has been the past few days.
Yeah, we've been pretty lucky the past week or so, dealing with sort of the cooler temperatures because of the rain, but now the heat is back, Eric.
Yeah, 90s this afternoon, even out the door this morning, mid 60s to low 70s, has that muggy feel, but we'll hit a high of 90 today. Should feel like low to mid 90s, forecasting 94 degrees for your Friday, and that means the heat index or feels like temperature will be right around 100 degrees. I do want to point out that our average high temperature for this time of year, September 4th, has fallen 1 degree. It was 90 yesterday. Now we're at 89. So we're obviously heading into the cooler months of the year. But yeah, when we're forecasting 94 tomorrow, it's hard to say that sentence with a straight face. Cold front comes in on Saturday. Great stretch of days. Sunday in particular looks beautiful. Pink number is your heat index. That will be in the low to mid 90s. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. We do have some isolated downpours and storms developing through the afternoon and evening. I think most of the coverage will favor areas to our north into middle Tennessee. But I talked about that cold front coming in on Saturday. It'll bring showers and storms Saturday morning, but also usher in some drier air for Sunday and early next week.
This is your 48 First Alert Road Report, sponsored by Bankston Motorhomes.
A traffic update for you. Looking pretty good still. No weather issues. Maybe a little warm for some of you out there this morning. But other than that, looking pretty good on all major highways. You do get some delays in and around Decatur. That's the one area of concern, especially on Joe Wheeler Highway towards the bridge. But other than that, looking good in and around Huntsville. You hit a little slowdown Maston Lake. That's typical for this morning. And it looks pretty good. Governor's Drive and going up Pulaski Pike. No problems there. Here are your drive times, and please have a safe Thursday morning commute. Gina.
Jeff, thank you. A mother is now filing a lawsuit after the death of her son. He died while in custody after being arrested by Decatur Police. Police arrested John Scott Jr. during a mental health crisis in April. Surveillance video from inside the Morgan County Jail shows law enforcement officers dragging Scott through the facility to the holding cell. He later fell into a coma and then died. His mother is now suing the city of Decatur and the Morgan County Sheriff's Office. That lawsuit claims officers used excessive force on Scott, including punching, kicking, and even tasing him.
A 15-year-old Phil Campbell high school student is now facing charges after police say he called in a bomb threat to the school. According to our news partners at the Times Daily, the teen was charged with making a terroristic threat. When the bomb squad did sweep the building after the threat was made, they found nothing there. Phil Campbell Police Chief Jessica Clements told the Daily that they aren't sure why the teen made that threat.
One of the men who recently ran for mayor of Florence is now behind bars, charged with embezzlement. Anthony Britnell Jr. was arrested in connection to a felony warrant out of Mississippi. Police say they arrested him on Tuesday at a Florence home. He is now awaiting extradition to Mississippi while the Lauderdale County Jail holds him. Britnell was recently one of several candidates who lost the race for Florence mayor. Former Florence Police Chief Ron Tyler won that seat.
A man is in the Madison County Jail this morning accused of threatening a local judge. Now, Cyrus Batchelder is charged with making a terroristic threat. Prosecutors say he posted threats on social media aimed at Judge Claude Hunley after losing a custody case. One of the posts read, quote, "Judge Hunley of Madison County dead. The first day of the year, January, you all will be dead." End quote. A former district court judge says threats like these highlight some of the real dangers that judges face every day.
These threats pose such a threat to the independence of the judiciary. We cannot ignore them because, as you know, in and around America today, there's no sanctuary for you.
Batchelder is in the Madison County Jail on a bond of $15,000. Some federal lawmakers have proposed laws in the past in the hopes of keeping judges safer, like hiding their home address or giving them security guards.
So we think if we can make sure that downtown Fayetteville is at the top of their game, that our whole entire county will benefit.
Leaders with Main Street Fayetteville are looking for ways to improve the downtown area. Find out what their plans are ahead.
Welcome back. Leaders with Fayetteville Main Street are finding ways to improve the downtown area.
The organization recently sent out a survey to learn what people would like to see more of in downtown. Main Street Fayetteville received 919 responses to that survey. Executive Director Amy Bird tells us this was one of the highest participation efforts they've seen across the state for this specific survey. Bird says most people wanted to see more dining and entertainment options downtown. City leaders are applying for a grant this month, which will help them hire a consultant to recruit new businesses. Bird says investing in Main Street will be beneficial in the long run.
So Fayetteville is the heartbeat of Lincoln County, and when your heartbeat is strong, the rest of your body benefits. So we think if we can make sure that downtown Fayetteville is at the top of their game, that our whole entire county will benefit.
The city was recently awarded a grant that will help downtown property owners repair the outside of their buildings.
Now, your first alert weather with meteorologist Eric Burke.
I do love some downtown Fayetteville, especially when it comes to the slaw burger selections there. Looking at our rain chances for today, isolated downpours and a few storms developing through the afternoon into the early evening. This 20% for your Friday is mainly going to be probably 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. We're tracking the potential for some light showers, and then a cold front comes in. Cold front will bring more substantial change for Saturday, and that means that round of beneficial rainfall for the morning hours, a few embedded storms Saturday morning, perhaps even into the early afternoon, but it's the falling humidity that we start to feel by Saturday night into Sunday and next week. And I mentioned the beneficial rainfall. You could see 1/4 to 1/2 inch. Some of you could be in the 1 to 2 inch range. For today, enjoy the sunshine. Temperatures start to warm up pretty quickly here. Highs will be in the upper 80s to low 90s. It will feel like low to mid 90s with the dew point. Should have a pretty nice breeze though today out of the southwest. Could bring us some gusts, maybe about 12 to 17 miles per hour. But looking forward to Sunday, and even most of next work and school week does look very enjoyable.
When does summer actually end, Eric?
Summer actually ends the end of this month.
Okay.
Yes, but that doesn't mean Mother Nature agrees, because sometimes you're trick-or-treating on Halloween and it's 90 degrees.
Gotcha. Yeah. Life here in North Alabama. All right. Thanks, Eric. And thank you so much for watching us here on the Fastcast. Make sure to tune back in for Talking TVL at 10 o'clock and Weather Extra at 10:30. We'll see you later.